Hello. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Dawn Meehan, and I am the Director of the Federal Emergency Management Agency. Although meteorologists forecasted the state of New York to be the hardest hit once Hurricane Bob came ashore in Virginia, Bob switched course and struck at the heart of Vermont. I realize that those of you who have spent your entire lives in Vermont have never experienced a hurricane of this magnitude before. The 11 inches of pounding rain has caused rivers to overflow, washing out highways, bridges, and more than 250 state roads. President Trump has declared the entire state of Vermont a major disaster area, allowing federal aid to support local and state efforts. For those of you who have been displaced due to Hurricane Bob, the Vermont Emergency Management Agency has organized with the American Red Cross to set up emergency shelters in all unaffected high schools in all affected Vermont towns. Those of you that can safely evacuate from your home, please get to your nearest local high school. For those of you who need assistance with transportation or who cannot safely evacuate, please dial 311. For any medical emergencies, as always, please dial 911. For elderly residents, those with disabilities, or residents without landline or cell phone service, emergency response teams are working together with the National Guard and will be going street by street and door to door to help evacuate anyone that needs assistance. The 911 system and area hospitals are currently overwhelmed with residents calling for assistance. We ask at this time that only residents with medical emergencies dial 911 or report to the area hospitals. Volunteer medical personnel are being directed to all area emergency shelters with the capability of treating minor injuries and medical concerns. For all issues other than medical emergencies, please utilize the 311 system. After your immediate needs have been met and you are out of harm's way, those who have suffered damage to their home, business, or personal property can call 1-800-621-FEMA to apply for a Federal Emergency Management Agency disaster assistance, including emergency temporary housing assistance. Residents with hearing or speech impairments can call 1-800-462-7585. You can also register for assistance or locate walk-in locations for your local disaster assistance recovery centers throughout the state by logging on to disasterassistance.gov. Donations of food, clothing, and other essentials have already begun pouring into our local food banks and shelters from surrounding towns and states that were unaffected. Volunteers have begun to arrive, and anyone wishing to volunteer their services can report to one of the many local disaster assistance recovery centers for guidance and direction. After Hurricane Sandy struck the Northeast in 2012, it was evident that survivors that were affected by the storm suffered high levels of mental health issues and were at an increased risk of depression, anxiety, and PTSD for many years. For this reason, counseling services for the immediate needs of Vermont residents are currently being arranged and will be available in the local emergency shelters. We highly encourage those feeling the stress of this disaster to reach out for help. Long-term counseling service options can be viewed at disasterassistance.gov. There's a saying that it takes a village to raise a child. Well, it also takes a village to get through times like this. No one can or should go it alone after a natural disaster of this magnitude. Vermont's state seal honors freedom and unity, and today all Vermonters unite in perseverance and support. We will get through this together. Thank you.